Where's this guy at? Oh, there he is. Oh, he stood waiting for me. That's good. Yuri novels? Is that what you're reading? Oh, okay, so you reckon they were worth it. I've never heard of them, to be honest. But I'm glad you're enjoying them.
Here you are. I wasn't sure you'd come. That will be understandable. It's better to be wary with Egon.
Egon?
What do you know about this organization?
More than I would like. I'm part of it.
Ah.
Ask me any questions you want. We don't have much time.
In before a sudden crossbow bolt flies out of a window and he drops dead, just as he was about to say, and the leader is...
If you're part of this organization, why did you want to talk to me?
I joined this gang some time ago, without realizing the extent of their power. I naively thought that it would only be a matter of completing a few small secret protection missions. But I found myself involved in a sordid business with the young islanders. We capture them to sell them as slaves. They're very popular in brothels.
Ooh.
I participated for a long time, without batting an eye. But I ended up bonding with one of the captured islanders. And the horror of this trafficking has finally hit home. I don't want it to happen to her.
I think he means he's fallen in love with her. That type of bonding, rather than just the 3-minute wonder type of bonding. I hope that's what he means.
If you're part of this organization, why did you want to talk to me?
I joined this gang some time ago, without realizing the extent of their power. I naively thought that it would only be a matter
Oh,
of
have I just listened to this one? Sorry, folks, sorry.
And the horror of this trafficking.
Who took possession of the ship, and for what purpose?
Soldiers from the garrisons, members of Egon's organization. The boat was supposed to be used to transport the island captives to the mainland. Someone must have had enough of only being able to move a few slaves at a time, hidden in the holds. Now they've pulled this big stunt. They've not only attracted the wrath of the Nauts, but also your attention. Egon would never have made such a mistake, and he'll make the fool who did suffer dearly.
So Egon is a he. Interesting.
Do you know who Egon is? Or at least who runs this organization?
No. Everything is very compartmentalized. Each group knows only its direct superior, never the one above. Not only do I not know the big boss, but I don't know anything about his other activities.
So we take them down one at a time.
And who gives you your orders?
Lieutenant Ermelin. The
Ah.
woman is ruthless. After the business with the ship, she decided to make a clean sweep, probably to avoid the wrath of Egon. She told us that we had to get rid of the islanders we still held
No,
captive.
please no.
She wants to clean up behind us to avoid leaving any trace. My friend is among them. If I can't find a way to stop Ermelind, she will die.
If we want to prevent this massacre, we will have to intervene quickly. Where are the islanders held captive?
They're kept in a former logging facility on the outskirts of town.
Is it well guarded?
No, numbers are small to avoid arousing suspicion. But when Ermelin comes with her troops to get rid of the young people, it'll be a very different story.
Bring them
Well,
on.
We'll take control of the operation before that happens, by getting rid of the guards. When Ermelind and her soldiers come, we will use the element of surprise to neutralize them.
With all due respect, there will be many. Are you sure
Oh,
you'll be able
yes.
to face them?
We could ask for help from one of the native
Nope.
clans. The Storm Warriors, for example.
Nope.
Do you think they would?
If it only involved us, I doubt it. But it's about saving their own young people. They'll also be able to give them shelter when we free them.
Ah.
We will need to act quickly. I fear Ermelin will take action any moment now.
I'll go get help in Vedlug as soon as possible and take care of the operation.
Thank you. I'll arrange to be appointed as the scout for Ermelin's squad. That way I can let you know when we arrive.
We should go to Vedlug.
You should ask Siora to accompany you. Deirdre doesn't like strangers, but she will listen to our Denegat.
I was hoping to take on the entire army of soldiers, just the three of us, because I thought that would have been a fantastic fight, and I thought we would manage it as well. This is where the attack the sawmill. I think we have to go and do that first anyway. Oh, we've got to come back, so this is a separate thing. Let's go and we'll drop Vasco off. Although this is a Nauts thing. Who's my other guy? Petrus. Go on, we're gonna drop Petrus for all these. Quite a handy character in a fight. Blizzard have stolen gold out of your pockets again. What are they doing? Where's our house? Okay. So we'll take Ciora. Remind me to loot that crate on the way out, by the way. So drop Petrus and take Ciora. Like that. Ciora not so useful in a fight. Well, I mean, she's alright, but... Okay, so... I guess we need to go and talk to the natives anyway. We'll go and do that, but... I really wanted to take on the entire mob of them. It would have been so much fun. I really need a good fight. I really, really, really need a good fight in this. Am I on the wrong side of this river? Oh, wait, can I just go and attack the sawmill now? Let's go and do this right now. I don't think I have to see the other guy first. But what I will do is I'll quick save this before we go in case it's in the wrong order. We don't want any dramatic cock-ups.
Here is the logging facility. The prisoners must be in that cabin.
Save. I'm going to do a proper save as well, just in case. In fact, let's do it there. Which way? Up there.
No one passes.
I will pass without your permission.
Ha!
Poison on my blade. And let's go!
Get out of it. Whoop. Get down. Is that all of them dead? Okay, well, we've attacked the sawmill. We get the key to the slave cells. We let them out. Watch it say, you need to go and speak to Deirdre before you let these people out. And open.
Locked.
Hey, Accelerate, how's it going? Speak to Breg.
You're free.
Thank you. May the trees always bear fruits on your journey.
It was Sergeant France who told us where to find you.
France? So he kept his word. I had hoped he would.
Stay hidden here for now. We will set a trap for the people who captured you.
Then we will fight by your side. They will pay for what they have done to us.
No, you're in no condition to fight. It's better that you stay here. When we are done with them, you can return home.
Okay.
You're there. Were you able to get rid of the guards?
Yes.
We've skipped a bit.
And we have released the prisoners. But there are still others that we have to defeat.
Are you alone? Have you not managed to find
We
allies?
didn't bother.
No, I think we can fend for ourselves.
Ermelind and her troops shouldn't be long. You should take position.
Excellent. I will quick save. Ambush the soldiers of Egon. Where do we hide behind here? Okay.
Anything to report, Sergeant Franz?
Negative, Lieutenant.
Look at them two.
Everything is quiet.
Where did the guards go?
I don't know.
How can you not know? Hey, what's going on?
What's going on? Hang on. Boom. Boom. You get off, Sergeant Franz. He's a good guy. And he's got a wife to look after now. Bang. Ow, that hurt. Is that it? Is that it? Are we done? Oh no, she's left her army down here, look. She's forgot about these guys. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Okay, this is getting silly now. Yeah, take that. And party. We're done, right?
We got them.
Make sure Lieutenant Ermelind is shackled and brought back to San Mateus. She will probably be sent to New Serene to be interrogated by Manfred. She has a lot to teach us about Egon.
I hope she can help you put an end to all of this.
We will take refuge in the Dries. It's not far. Thanks again for freeing us.
Breg, it's thanks to you that I realized what we were doing. I hope you'll forgive me one day for being one of those monsters. In the meantime, I will do everything I can to help stop this smuggling for good.
You are a better man than you think, friends. When you're finished, return and see me at Wensham.
Aww.
We will be glad to see you
That's
again.
cute.
We should go. Let's report to Quartermaster Herbert.
Nice, and we didn't need to call on the natives for help. It wouldn't have been much of a fight that anyway, would it? Is this evidence? A marked silver coin. So this is for a quest, I think. It's quest stuff. I can't sell it. It's not loot. Nothing else to do there? Talk to Lieutenant Alexander. Or... no, I talked to both of them. Okay, back we go. It wasn't that hard a fight. I nearly got my ass kicked. I nearly went wading in. A bit too gung-ho. These dialogues. Some of these dialogues go on for too long. I think it's as much the pace of the voice acting as the amount of it. Like, some of the voice actors read it out in a pretty slow sort of drawl. Like, they talk fairly slowly and draw the sentence out quite a long time, so it really starts to sound a bit dull and monotonous. And there's too many talk like that, and it gets a bit painful to listen to after a while. Am I interested in Code Vein? I don't think so. I looked at it. It didn't look like my kind of thing. That's the one where you shove swords right up people's rectums, right? Am I thinking of the right one? I think I saw Co playing it. I can't take that seriously at all, sorry. I mean, it looked okay. It just didn't look like my sort of thing. That's not the one? Because that's the way it looked like he was attacking. Am I thinking of a different game? What other games been out then, just
Your
recently?
Excellency, I was told you'd returned with prisoners.
Yes. Lieutenant Ermelind organized the slave trade on behalf of the organization I told you about. Her men captured natives who were then sold here or smuggled to the mainland. We also found out that they commandeered a Naut ship to speed things up.
What madness. I guess Manfred will want to have her questioned. Lieutenant Alexander, you will accompany her with some men.
Quartermaster, at your orders.
And you, Sergeant. I understand that you participated in the despicable actions of this traitor.
It's true, Quartermaster.
I recommend clemency. Without his help, we would not have discovered what this was about.
I see. You will accompany Lieutenant Alexander. Manfred would like to talk to you, but I will make sure that he knows what role you played in this case.
Thank you, Quartermaster.
Well, I'll let you get on, sirs.
Thank you very much for your help, Your Excellency. Travel safe.
Well, things seem to be in order here now. We should go and warn Manfred.
Good. Okay, that's to go back to at some point. Yeah, I'm sure that's the game Co was playing. It's like an anime sort of what do you call it? I'm sure that was it, where you end up going right up behind a boss and doing some special, well, not necessarily bosses, just enemies, and you can do some special move which looks suspiciously like sticking something where the sun doesn't shine. That's that game, right? Who do you have to talk to there? Just investigate on the port. We got Vasco. We don't need Ciora. I don't think it matters for this bit who we have with us, so... Well, I don't think it matters that we have Ciora. I think Vasco's handy. Anime style, but you haven't seen that yourself yet. I think I'm thinking about Code Vein. Take a look.
Good day, Desade. How can I help you?
Also, Jim Sterling did a brief video on it as well. So have a quick look on his channel and see other games he's recently announced, because I might be thinking of the wrong one. You do stick things in your enemies' bodies, but only to suck them. Yes, that's it. But it looks like a rectal probe when you do it, if you're positioned right.
We're looking for a young Naut named Alba on behalf of the Admiral.
I've heard about her. Several crew members told me that one of our own was looking to leave the island. You should ask them if you want to learn more. They should be near the boarding area. But me? I've not seen her. More questions?
No.
Thanks. I've got everything I need.
And get some lights on in here, man. It's disgusting. It's daylight outside and he's sitting in a dark and damp hovel. The boarding area? This is a boarding area? Oh, this is a port. I thought these were walls up here. I can see the layout now. It does make sense. The animation differs depending on what armor you're wearing, so I guess there is one that looks like that. Yeah, I think even Co-Carnage, when playing it, said what he was doing was giving all these enemies a prostrate examination for the benefit of their own health. So, yeah, I think I'm talking about Code Vein. It did look kind of funny. These guys up here somewhere? Lots of chests. Do we just randomly talk to people over here then? Who's this? Oh, it's a lady.
Your Excellency. Captain Vasco, what fair wind brings you here?
We're looking for a young Naut who arrived from New Serene a short time ago. Her name is Alba.
Yes, I remember her well. The poor child wanted to flee her father, who wanted to take her back to the convent. She asked me when our ship was leaving, and if I thought we could take her on board. I told her she better talk to the captain, but we weren't leaving right away in any case. So she left.
Ask her about her father. Wait, that's put me in that already?
You say she was fleeing her father?
Yes, that's what she said. He followed her here to take her back to Thélème. Poor child.
Did she tell you what his name was?
Yes. She told me that if a certain gentleman... Lorenz? That's it, Lorenz. If he was asking after her, I should send him packing.
Have we met a Lorenz?
Surely it was a fake excuse. We're looking for her for espionage and treason.
Really? Yet she seems sincere. Treason? I can't believe it.
No, I don't believe it either.
If her father is actually here, do you have any idea where we might find him?
Well, at one point I asked her why she was not waiting at the tavern for a ship to leave. She told me she could not go to the tavern, so maybe that's where you'll find him.
To the tavern, then? I've asked these, haven't I? Father, where to find... Yeah.
I must leave you.
Sometimes when playing this, you do have to pay special attention to those dialogues because they change sometimes, depending on what line of conversation you've just had. And it's not immediately obvious that they've changed, so... I think, well, I know I've nearly missed one before, and before I realised they were changing, who knows how many I've missed previously in the game. Hopefully, it won't have any negative impact on the game anyway. What's the quickest way out of this place? Did a bit of Destiny with your laptop and it's not worth your old... Is this your old or your cheap school laptop? It just wasn't worth the bother. I got a bit lucky the other day. Guy gave me a laptop. It's an i7... I can't remember what. 8 gig of RAM, 1 terabyte hard drive. And he said he was having to chuck it out. Because when he opened the lid, basically one of the hinges of the lid was trying to push through the bottom of the case and split the case open. It hadn't split it, he was trying to separate the case. And he just gave it to me. He said, I bought a new one, you might as well have it. So I thought, oh, okay, I'll see if I can do something to repair it or glue the case back together or whatever was wrong. Turns out it was missing one screw. One screw, which pins the hinge in place and holds everything together. Why he's taken the screw out, I have no idea. He had dropped it a couple of times. But, so yes, I acquired a fairly powerful laptop. Speak to Master Lorenz. Do you think this could be the guy?
Hello. Are you Master Lorenz?
Indeed, sir. What do you want from me?
My name is Desardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation, and I have a few questions for you. We're looking for a young Naut called Alba. We were told that you're her father.
Alba. What a stupid name. Her real name is Clara, and yes, she is my daughter, although she chose to deny me.
I wonder why.
Have you seen her recently?
Alas, no. Otherwise, I would have brought that little idiot back to Thélème. Why did she have to leave? What madness could make her leave the convent to go to sea?
I wouldn't know. I guess that guy was screwing around too much. If your laptop breaks down, you have to replace a keyboard, not a screw. I've never had such a simple fix before. I thought it was going to be a case of take the entire thing apart, check all the workings, check the frame, maybe use some of that like plumber's putty or modelling putty, which sets rock hard, to rebuild the case, to get something retapped. And all it needed was a screw, and it was fixed. So yes, I'm quite happy with that.
Your daughter is accused of espionage and treason by the Nords. Do you think she could be guilty?
Espionage? I can't believe it. But treason? How can it be denied? She rejected her country, her faith, and her family by getting on that ship. But I will soon bring her back on the right path. I hired a sleuth from the Ordo Luminis.
Oh, God, not them.
Tell me more about this sleuth.
Some inquisitors are specialists in hunting criminals, or heretics, or young scatterbrains.
It's a setup.
That's certainly the case with this Johannes. He will bring her back to me, and she will return to the convent in Teleme.
Do you know where we could find him? Maybe he could help us.
His last message was about a missionary camp where he had followed her near Wench... something or other. I'm sorry, I can't remember those island names.
I know the problem.
Thank you, sir.
If you find her, bring her back to me. She will no longer have the chance to betray anyone at the convent. I hope we're done.
We are. The missionary camp is a long way away,
I'll leave you, sir.
but we can travel. And I think this is a setup.
The village of Katasach. There is a mine shaker's camp nearby. Shall we go there?
Yes, yes. Could we just go yes? That would have been nice. Too easy. Yeah, well, I don't know about cleaning under the keys on a laptop keyboard, because if you're not careful, it's easy to pop them off, and they are, well, depending on the model of keyboard, they are a bitch to get back on. In fact, if I did it to one of mine, you know those horrible flip-up, you've maybe seen them, the keys that flip up and they've got two little plastic things underneath and you have to put them back on in the right order. I hate it when any time anyone asks me to do that. I'd rather buy a new keyboard and fit it. It's horrible. Thankfully, a lot of new laptops don't use that sort of keyboard anymore. Whoop, 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 whoop. I saw that crate. But yeah, the thing that always kills laptop keyboards is when someone spills liquid on them. If it doesn't kill the whole laptop. But it nearly always kills the keyboard to the point where they start, typing 2 keys at a time and they're no longer mapped to the right keys and it's all over the place. Yeah, I can travel from there fastest, can't I? Let's do this. Whoa, 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 whoa. So much stuff to loot. Too much stuff to loot, I think. Out of the way. We want to travel. It popped off and apparently it made a shortcut. It could not start up. Doesn't sound good. We're going down here. Straight to the missionary camp. It's a relative new laptop, 1-year-old gaming laptop. Oh, it's the worst when something important breaks on a fairly new one. So where are we going here then? Just round the corner? Nice. Dead missionary. Bears. Wow. No one can stand before my might, especially not just a few arsehole bears. Look at this. Slash them down. Siora's not having much fun with them. Siora, you're doing it wrong. Don't use magic. Get a big metal sharp thing and hit them with it. So much more fun. Although, I've got to say, people, I've watched other streamers and other players do magic builds, and they do look fun. They look considerably easier, just being able to attack from range.